Good morning, seventh graders. Today we're going to learn how to solve two-step equations using the distributive property. Not very hard. Well, I don't think it is, but we're going to recall information that you've learned previously. I want to say you probably learned it in fourth grade, maybe fifth. Not really sure, but I know you know how to do the distributive property when you have something in parentheses and we distribute the well, I know you did it in sixth grade. And we're going to distribute the coefficient to the parentheses, to everything inside the parentheses, and then solve the equations. I promise it's not hard, and I'm going to walk you through it, okay? Okay, guys, so I hope that you have scratch paper and that you're going to try these on your own, because that would be like the ideal thing for you to do. All right, so we have 3 parentheses x plus 5 equals 18. And we know from, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, PEMDAS, that we do parentheses. You solve what's inside the parentheses first. Well, we cannot do that because we don't know what x is. And our goal is to figure out x equals what, okay? So we can't do parentheses. We can't solve what's inside parentheses. So the next is exponents. Well, we don't have any exponents. And then multiply or divide, whichever comes first, left to right, and then add or subtract. All right, so what we have that we do, what we can do is we've got multiplication. This 3 is a coefficient to the parentheses. So what we have to do is we have to distribute this 3 to everything inside the parentheses. This is basically saying 3 times x plus 3 times 5, okay? So that's just a short way to do it. It's kind of like a lazy person way, okay? All right, so we're going to do 3 times x. So what is 3 times x? Well, that would be 3x, okay? Now 3 times 5 is 15, all right? And that all equals 18. All right, so, okay, we got this. That's easy. We can solve this now. So now what we're going to do is we got to get rid of the 15. When we have plus 15, we've got to undo it. And the way to undo it is to subtract 15 because we want this to equal 0. So that is 0. Now, if I subtract 15 over here, I've got to come over here and subtract 15. All right, so we have 3x equals, and we know 18 minus 5 is 3. All right, now 3x equals 3. Well, 3 times what is 3? 1. But we got to divide by 3. We got to follow the rules. Divide by 3 here, divide by 3 here, and x equals 1. So let's check it. All right, let's come over here. So we have 3x plus 5 equals 18. Okay, so we said that x was 1. So I'm going to plug that in there. All right, now I can follow PEMDAS. I can do parentheses. 1 plus 5 is 6. And 3 times 6 is 18. Okay, so guys, listen. If you can just check your work, you're going to be golden. It's going to be easy 100. Plug it in. If it's not right, raise your hand. I will come help you. If you're doing this and you check your work, there's no reason you should not be making a 100. Okay, guys? All right. Couple more examples. Okay, so you know I had to raise the difficulty level just a little bit. All right, so we have negative 5 times x minus 10 equals negative 35. All right, now just what I want to say real quick is just because you have a negative here and equals is negative 35 does not necessarily mean that whatever we're plugging in for x is going to be negative. So don't think, okay, I have a negative here, that's got to be negative. Get that out of your mind, okay? And I'm not saying it can't be negative. I'm just saying we can't condition our brain to think that way. We have to condition our brain to, okay, let's do what we know. Let's follow the steps. Let's solve for x, okay? All right, so I'm going to distribute negative 5 to everything in the parentheses. Now, we know from our integer rules, when you're subtracting integers or adding them, when it's a subtraction sign, you can change the subtraction to addition, but you have to change the sign of the next number. So it's basically plus negative 10, right? All right, so we're going to do it that way. Just go with me, okay? So negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times negative 10 is plus negative 50, or is plus positive 50 equals negative 35, okay? You could also do this, look, negative 5x minus 10. Okay, you could do this. You could say, okay, negative 5 times negative x is negative 5x, and then negative 5, you could do negative 5 times is negative 50. But what are you going to end up doing when you have two subtractions? Change a subtraction to addition, change the sign next number. So it's still going to be plus 50. So I just choose to do it there. It's whatever step you want to take, okay? So I just want to show you all that really quickly. All right, so now I've got to get rid of minus 50, okay? So we have negative 5x is equal to, we're gonna add these because they're two negatives. So it's negative 85, right? Okay, so I've got to get rid of the negative 5 right here. The only way to get rid of it is to divide by negative 5, which makes it negative, or makes it positive 1, and then divide by negative 5. Okay, so a negative divided by negative is positive, so my answer is going to be a positive, and it's going to be, let's see, 85 divided by 5, 17. Positive 17 is going to be my answer, and I'm going to check. So I have negative 5 times positive 17 minus 10 equals negative 35. All right, let's see, 17 minus 10, so this is going to be negative 5 times 7, because 17 minus 10 is 7, is equal to negative 35. Well, negative 5 times 7 is negative 35, equals negative 35. Our answer worked. Okay, one more example, guys. Make sure that you're asking questions if you have them, okay? And make sure that you're attempting these on your own also. Okay, so I have a fraction. You know how to take that difficulty level up again. We're not going to freak out. It's going to be good. It's going to be easy. Well, I don't know if it'll be easy, but it's going to be fine. All right, so I'm going to distribute my negative 7/9 to everything inside the parentheses. Hopefully you're pausing this and trying this on your own. If not, it's okay. But you need to try it on your own first. All right, so negative 7/9 times x is negative 7/9 x. I know that. That's easy. So now I'm going to do negative. I'm going to do it over here on the side times 3 over 1. All right, now, I know that I can cross reduce, and that becomes 1, and this becomes 3. So it could be negative, so it's going to be minus 7/3. All right, which, how do I turn that to a decimal? Let's see if that will turn to a decimal. 7 goes in the division box. 3 goes into 7 2 times, which is 6. No, this is probably not going to go out. No, this is going to be a repeating decimal. So we're just going to leave it like that. Equals 14. All right. All right, so let me erase this over here. I'm going to add 7/3 here, and I'm going to add 7/3 here. So we have negative 7/9 x equals 14 and 7/3, I guess. So I want to get rid of this 7/9. And the way to get rid of the 7/9 is to divide by 7/9. Negative 7/9 divided by negative 7/9 is 1. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and divide by 7/9. Okay. Now, I know that dividing fractions, don't ask why, flip the second number and multiply. So if we have 14 and 7/3, let's make that into a mixed number, okay? 14 and 7/3. So we're going to have 3 as a denominator. 3 times 14, 14 times 3 is 42, and 42 plus 7 is 49, right? 49 thirds. Okay, so I'm going to erase this now, make this 49 thirds. Okay, so dividing fractions, don't ask why, flip the second number and multiply. So I'm going to flip this 7/9, and I'm multiplying, it's going to be 9/7. All right, so I can reduce. 7 will go into 49 7 times and 1 time. 3 will go into 9 3 times. So we have 1 times 1, which is 1, and 7 times 3, which is 21. Oh, so x equals positive 21. Oh, because this was negative. Sorry. Forgot the negative sign. See, Miss Mitchell needs to get it together. All right, now let's plug it in and let's check it. So we got 29. All right, so we have negative 7/9 times 21 plus 3 equals 14. All right, 21 plus 3 is 24, right? Negative 7/9 times 24 equals 14. Well, let's see. I don't know how that is working. How does that work? Let's see. All right, so we have negative 7/9 times 24. That is not going to work. 21 plus 3. Did I write that down right? Oh, negative 21. Sorry, this is negative. Because that is negative. Okay, so negative 21. Sorry, that's why it doesn't work. So this would be negative, let's see, 21 minus 3. I'm losing my mind now. Negative 18? Yes. Okay, negative 18. Sorry, guys. It's because I'm at home and I need to be there. All right, so negative 18. So we have negative 7/9 times negative 18 over 1. This can cross reduce. And we have negative 7 times negative 2, which is positive 14. So that does equal. All right, guys. Sorry that was confusing. You may want to rewind it and watch again or ask me some questions if you have it. I promise I'll try to make the quizzes super easy.